G'day everyone, and welcome to Griffinix Tabletop Miniatures. Welcome back to my channel, and for those of you who are new, please don't forget to subscribe! And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date on all content released here on this channel. Now, I really appreciate you doing that, and if you like it, don't forget to give it a like. That really helps us out. Thanks. Now on with the video. In this video, we're going to check out some of my count as Imperial Guard Sentinels. Now, I used to have quite a few Sentinels in my Astra Militarum army. Now, I liked the original Sentinel plastic kit. Obviously, it wasn't even that one wasn't the first. There were earlier ones with metal parts added on to make the armoured variant. I had a few of those from back in the day as well, but obviously the plastic kit that came out after that we had for many, many years, followed that sort of design and also allowed you to build like the Cadian variant, the armoured variant, and obviously the Scout variant. Now, given how many I had, I think it was 15. When the Core one came out, don't get me wrong, I think the Core one looks brilliant. It's a great replacement. However, I did not want to replace all 15 with those. It would just be a little bit too expensive, I imagine. Now, obviously, I could just keep the old ones and keep using them. If necessary, raise them up on some terrain, make them that little bit higher so they're closer to the height of the new one, or put them on the appropriate base. I'm not sure if the base changed. I can't remember because I haven't actually got a Core one, so I can't remember if I looked into that or not. I should do that. Either way, what I decided to do, because my custom Astra Militarum army is actually part of a range of custom armies that are kind of loosely connected. This particular Astra Militarum force, I decided for rule of cool and for lore purposes is slightly more strangely attached to the Adeptus Mechanicus Forge World nearby. Now, that gave them access to what I'm calling another variant of the Sentinel. Now, obviously it's not, and I'm not the first person to do this. Now, there was another YouTuber, I can't remember his name. When I think of it, I'll put it in the description down below. I'll update the video and put that in there. He used Castellan robots from the Adeptus Mechanicus as an example of a Sentinel. Now, I thought that was really cool. And I really like the Castellan robots, and I actually had quite a few of them. That I wasn't really doing anything with. Not 15, but 12. So let's check out what I did with those. Now, as you can see, they are just Castellan robots, pretty much built as is, other than the weapons and the little accessories, essentially. Now, I tried to keep it as 40k parts as much as possible from either the Space Marines or Astra Militarum. Like the las cannons, for instance, on this one here and this one here. They're both from the Horus Heresy range. One of the spares that I had left over from the bunch of Contemptor Dreadnoughts I built. The piece on this guy's arm, instead of the hand thing or the chain blade underneath the or beside now, I think on the Core one, on the Sentinel regular kits anyway, I used this little bit from a Orc Mega Knob. So had a few of those spare, and I thought that looks, chainy and sort of possibly Imperial. So I thought I'll go with that. And I put the little, I don't know if you can see it very well here, but the little light up here as part of the, as a count as searchlight, I guess, for the Sentinel. And that's from the, I believe it's spare from the chicken leg, chicken walker things, of which I actually have quite a few. So look at that one. And then this one here, as you can see, has yet another one of these mega knob chain blade sort of things. This one's more like a saw blade, actually, rather than a chain blade. But I thought that looked cool and relatively imperial. So I thought I'll just go with that. Rule of cool. Now, the other individual whose name eludes me right now, but before I put up the video, I should find his channel and put a video link in the description so that you can check out his stuff as well. When he did his ones, he actually raised the chest piece of these up a little higher by putting some plastic polystyrene like rod pieces, round pieces, in here to raise it and make it a little bit higher, more like a Sentinel. Now, I thought about doing that with these. However, the thing is, these were already mostly built. So all I did with these is I replaced the arms and the wrist pieces with spares and then kitbashed what I needed to make them more like a Sentinel. Now, obviously, this is not focusing very well. There we go. I need to do some cleaning up here and here just to smooth that out with some milliput. Make that nice and neat. But you can see this one's got a plasma cannon anyway. So we'll move those three over. This one again, plasma cannon. Once again, the thing will focus, be nice. And this one, instead of the searchlight thing, it's got a smoke launcher. Again, that one is from the Sentinel kit. Really wish that would focus again, but there we are. See? And I need to put putty in that gap up there. See, there's some bits I need to do physical filling of gaps and stuff on some of these, but it'll get there, and I'll get there eventually. Now, these ones, I thought I'd just go with 2 hands for the missile ones. I thought that looked cool. And gave it the big, or rather large, missile pod that you would expect to see on the aircraft. What's it called? The Valkyrie, is it? The Valkyrie transporter thing? Anyway, my one that I took these spare from actually has twin las cannons on either wing, so I think that's the Vendetta variant or something. I can't remember. Anyway, this one and this one, very similar, slightly different pose, slightly opposite arm reaching forward as they walk forward, but still quite cool. Move them over. So they're clearly heavy Sentinels, those ones. Now, this 3, as you can see, this one here has the multi-laser, so very classic. And again, I need to smooth this out here with some milliput, file it back and just make it nice and smooth, which I will do before painting them. This one as well, sorry, also multi-laser. Very stereotypical weapon for the Astra Militarum Sentinel. And the auto cannon. Now again, this auto cannon is just one of the ones from the old Cadian heavy weapons teams. So just that was spare. Whack that on. Very nice. Actually, no, I lied. This isn't the one from that. As I look closely, I did get them out from that initially, and then realised I did have enough spare from the actual Sentinel kits from back in the day. So this one's actually from the Sentinel, sorry. My mistake. And again, we have a nice little piece here from a Mega Knob. Again, the chain thing just to be there for the rule of cool and all of that. Move them back. First squad of scouts, I guess. And then these are scout variant ones as well. Again, we've got this one in the front, and clearly I don't need to fill any gaps or anything there. That can kind of just stay. Maybe cutting this bit off might be good and putting a more chunky ammunition holder, perhaps. Maybe someone's got an idea out there for what I could do. Whether I should keep that the same as that or change it a bit. Anyway, for now, that's what it's got. And this one as well has got the spinning blade as its melee. And the other two have, again, twin spinning blades on this one's from the, again, from the Mega Knobs. Just a bunch of spare orc bits. Ironically, it's October, and I'm showing orc bits on Astra Militarum count as units that are made of mostly Adeptus Mechanicus. It's like, well, what the heck's going on? Anyway, as you can see, they've both got flamers, and this is just, again, the flamer from the actual Sentinel kits. Been put onto here. Pretty sure that's where it came from. I could be wrong. I could be, but I'm pretty sure that's where it came from. And I've got the sort of gas cylinder or whatever on these. That's from the Castellan robot itself, where up on the back here it would have a flamer or a or one of the other weapons. I can't remember what that is, a stubber or something. The equivalent of a heavy stubber. And you could have the flamer, and that would attach to the flamer there up on the top there. On a standard Castellan robot. But these aren't. These are now Astra Militarum Sentinels. Now, this obviously won't fly completely in every game that you play with some people, because if you do copy something like this or do something like this, they're not quite the right height. I'm not sure. This base matched the size of the old bases for the previous Sentinel. I'm not sure if the new one is on a bigger base. If it is, the core one, please, if you know for sure, can you let me know down in the comments below? That would be awesome. If they are bigger, I'll just replace the bases on them. That's, that's one of the reasons why I haven't painted them yet as well, or done anything, because I have to fill the gaps, and I want to check what the base's size accuracy will be. And if I need to raise them a little more to make them close enough to the height of the average Sentinel now, I will then, when I change the base or update the base, raise them up on some scenery and debris, and that should be good enough for me. And for my circle of friends, that's perfect, because we love kit bashing, we love making our own custom units, and count as units. But yeah, obviously you can't always play that wherever you go, so it might be confusing for other players, things like that. But among those who have been collecting for a long time, quite often you find people are a lot more relaxed when it comes to the kit bashing side of things, and they might find something like this rather cool. And therefore you'll be able to play them in your games. Now, like I said, official tournaments, probably not. But at least these are all, if you take them into a Games Workshop, you should still be able to play with them a little bit with your friend, as long as it's not a proper tournament, because the miniatures are fully Games Workshop. And they're still relatively recent models. So, yeah. Ticks a few boxes, allows you to do things a few different ways, but obviously, whenever you're using a count-as model or an extreme kit bash, sometimes it's important to check with your opponents to make sure that they're okay with you playing with that. And if it's WYSIWYG and you've really, really made it different, to what's available, then clearly you do need to check and get permission. Now, I like to play for the rule of cool, and so do my friends, so I generally don't have to worry about that too much, and I don't play tournaments for 40k or for any of my tabletop war games, to be honest, because I'm more of a casual player. I like to play for fun, and again, I like narrative games a little bit more, but, you know, each to their own, and yeah. What do you think? Do you think these are a cool way of representing Sentinels in your army? Do you think it's a dumb, dumb idea, a dumb kitbash? Be interested to know what you guys think in the comments below. And what do you think of the change from the old Sentinel to the new? Do you like the call Sentinel? Do you think it's good? Do you think it was needed, so to speak? I know some people felt that the old kit was fine, but which I agree, like it was fine, but just fine, you know? Like, obviously, Games Workshop want you to buy new things. They want to make money, so they'll make new products. And that's just the way it goes. But yeah, I'd like to know, like I said, what you think. And again, down in the comments below, let's have a chat, or jump over to the Discord. It's completely free, it's not tiered, and yeah, you can post comments and stuff about your miniatures, like images, links, all of that, so we can all share and grow a community over there. I thank you very much for checking out this video today, and yeah, if you've made it all the way to the end, I thank you especially again, and yeah, let us know what you think. If you have any questions for me, or for the channel, or for what I like to do in the hobby, anything at all, please put that down in the comments below, and we can start having a conversation. And if you want to talk a little more, maybe share some inspirational images of our miniatures, our hobby, even our piles of shame, maybe our piles of opportunity, all of that fun stuff, I have a Discord, and I've started uploading a lot of my army's like miniatures. I've taken photos of them, and I've uploaded them on there. So if you'd like to check them out, feel free to do so. It should be up near the banner somewhere, I believe. Yeah, click the link, and I'll love to see you over there. And again, please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. That would really help. Again, I thank you for watching today. I'll catch you in the next one.